Crying emojis in the chat, pimps. Crying emojis in the chat. Oh my lord, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy Doody, back again with another video and breaking news. So it was not breaking, we kind of knew this already, but wanted to put this out there because some fallout from the Keno Casino pelting of Phil from Friday. People have been asking the questions, well, what is going on over there at the Brunel house? I mean, how many wild animals and critters does this man have in the house? Does he have an entire zoo? Is he bringing in all the woodland creatures into the house? Does he have a chicken coop up in the house? You know, because eggs are just so expensive. What the hell is going on at the Brunel Snort Fort? Well, based on PPP and the conversations that he had with Phil, apparently the man has a rabbit. Which is okay. I mean, I find that a little weird that someone without kids has a rabbit, but whatever. We know that Phil used to have a rabbit when he was younger. Let's not forget Bunny the rabbit. So maybe he just likes rabbits. Anyway, well, this beloved rabbit apparently passed away the other day, and Phil was depressed. That's what Phil was so depressed about during his Monday No Beg stream, right? And which is, it's just whatever, man. It is what it is. I don't want to crap on someone because they lost a pet. You know, I've been there. I understand. So I'm not gonna crap on him for losing a pet. Fine. But the question is, why did he hide this? Like, why did he make it some secretive deal? I mean, he puts Jasper out there every day. He puts him on his streams, and everyone's always been wondering, like, why can't Jasper be left alone? Why does Jasper need to be with him when you know, when Cat's working? It was just so weird. So of course now you figure out, well, apparently Phil has all these wild animals living up in the house, and Jasper apparently is probably attacking them. So they have to be careful. It also explains the extremely expensive PetSmart bills that Phil you know, has claimed on the bank leaks to be fake. I only have one cat. How can my charges be so expensive? Oh no, that's wrong. And come to find out, the motherfucker has a zoo straight up in his house. Just a zoo. A petting zoo, whatever had you. Something to entertain Cat. We're not sure. But yeah, it sounds like there's more than just one woodland creature in the house. Okay. So let's watch a clip here from PPP talking about this animal and the woodland creatures, because it sounds like it's more than one. Now, PPP has talked about he was just going to talk about one in particular, but it seems like there's more to come. So let's play this clip and then we'll talk about it.
Wacky Shucks for 10 subs and Honky Kong for 5 subs. So,
name one of the exotic facts, please.
so this is what, it's a rabbit.
Oh, he's got
So Phil has a rabbit,
nice.
or rather he had a rabbit.
Oh.
And this rabbit, Phil loved this rabbit. He said it was a substitute for having kids, that he loved this rabbit as though he would love his child. And that's why during that Call of Duty marathon that he was having, where he kept leaving over and over again, I think it was the Call of Duty marathon.
Me, you.
But it was
in the armor. We were in the armor.
Yeah, it was a different. It was like last week, I think.
Okay.
It was during this time that the rabbit was really, really sick.
Oh, that's
and
sad.
Phil was having to feed the rabbit with an eyedropper and was having stuff.
That's sad.
But you gotta say, like, he's laying all of this stuff on me. You know what I mean? He's laying this on me.
So he's using it as a guilt trip. Hey man,
Yes.
don't make fun of me because you have like, a whole list of shit. Like he used it as hostage, like bait, basically. You were held hostage. Like, oh my god, you want proof? I'm
you
sure
know,
he's got
like,
DMs.
oh yeah. I mean, I could. So anyway, the reason why he was apparently so depressed and all this stuff is because the rabbit died. And so because the rabbit died, he was really, really depressed. He was really, really sad, and that's why he didn't beg.
Why does he hide these pets?
Well, so the reason why he hides the pets is because he doesn't want the detractors knowing about the pets.
Why? The rabbit, who cares?
Well, he believes the detractors could score an internet W against him about his care of the pets or his treatment for the pets.
What?
And he has a lot. He says he has a lot of different animals that no one knows about.
Does he have a turtle?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think he has. But yeah, this is like.
I was thinking about buying a turtle actually. Can I just tell you? Okay, because Ashton, I was really, and we have more stuff. Don't worry, Ashton will be drip feeding all the info. Don't worry, there's a lot to go through. We're not done. But this show is going to be kind of long, and we already had a big show. We had an 8-hour planned show before any of this came up, by the way.
Okay, so you heard it here. They asked the question, why is Phil hiding these animals? And Ashton thought, or Phil said, it's because he didn't want to give the detractors a W about his care, so on. You guys know about the Jasper vet visit. That was a whole arc and a whole saga. So maybe. But I think it's more than just that. And someone out there on the internet, of course, whenever there's information out there, did a little bit of research on their own. That's right. Emo Ghost. Big up to Emo Ghost. He's out on Twitter. And apparently he just posted this. And he said, so I found out the reason DSP will not bring up the rabbit or the other animals in the menagerie. Because he broke his HOA agreement by having them. I'm interested to hear what other animals DSP told PPP he had, right? And of course he posted a clip here of the agreement, which actually states no livestock, poultry, rabbits, or other animals whatsoever shall be allowed or kept in part of the condominium, nor may any animal be bred or used therein for any commercial purposes. Any outside facility for the pet must be kept clean on a daily basis, and no waste products or food be left in either the facility or the property. Now, I've seen this agreement before when I did some research for something a while back, so I know it exists. It's out there. And what this is kind of like the HOA contract of rules. It's like the rules, the terms of service for living in that condominium. And I don't know if it's specifically where he lives at or the property. So there's a realtor company that I believe that built these houses, and they kind of own and maintain the property. So this is kind of their terms of service, and it's pretty much probably across the board on all their properties. So right here, it's really interesting. It specifically says no rabbits. It doesn't say hamsters or whatever. It specifically pointed, like, I'm guessing anything you would find in a farm, I guess. So you would find rabbits, poultry, livestock. Those would be the typical things you find on a farm. So they highlight those things, and you can't have them there. So as we know, according to PPP, Phil had a rabbit or rabbits, because typically, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know rabbit lore or rabbits or whatever, but aren't rabbits typically social animals? And you need to keep two together, at least two, like they need to have some type of social interaction. Unless, of course, Jasper was his friend. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't have enough rabbit lore or rabbit information to address this. But yeah, I mean, it says it right here, Phil. You're not supposed to have it in your streams. But of course, of all the things we know about Phil, is we know he doesn't follow the rules. Especially when someone tells him he can't do something, he's always going to bite back and do the opposite. And right here, folks, that's right. He wanted a rabbit and he didn't give a shit what the rules were. He brought the rabbit in, bought the rabbit, brought it into his house when he shouldn't have. And again, folks, he's violating policies. He's violating rules, just like he always does. And this is why, Phil, you get in trouble. Because you do some scummy, scammy shit, and you always get caught. Eventually, you get caught somehow. And you got caught here because you decided to trust PPP and trauma dump on him and tell him, woe is me, my rabbit's gonna die. And now, after, he exposed himself as not your friend, he now has the goods on you and is exposing you, Phil. So way to go, Phil. Wait, good job, not listening to people because, they're detractors or whatever, right? You should have listened to the entire internet who told you these guys were fucking playing with you and they were eventually going to snake you. But of course, you saw that money. You said, fuck everyone else. I don't care what happens as long as I keep making that money. And here you go. Anyway, folks, today's podcast and the rest of the week should be good. Kino streaming tonight, and yeah, we'll see. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace out.